What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Bruce Springsteen. Yes, indeed, Bruce Springsteen fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Whew. I'm winded. I'm a little under the weather, guys. I know I don't sound like my normal cheerful self. It's not because I'm tired. I'm fighting something. I don't even know what I'm fighting, but I'm here. I'm here for you guys. I got my hot tea. It's going to be okay. So let me actually, hold on. It burns, but it feels good going down, man. It does. All right. This is a request from JFK. And this is actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of February for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, JFK. I hope you enjoy the show, man. JFK wanted to see me react to this song by Bruce Springsteen. Now, here's the thing. It says Purple Rain. Now, if this is the same Purple Rain that Prince wrote, then he's doing a cover. I don't know. I won't know until I start listening to it. But I can't think off the top of my head if I've ever heard of another song called Purple Rain other than that one. So I'm pretty sure this is a cover. Now, have I heard the song before? Yes, I have heard the song before. I've heard it several times over the years. Now, if you were to ask me how it goes, I couldn't tell you. I honestly couldn't tell you. I am not the biggest fan of the song. I know listen, I understand it's a great song. It is a great song. I recognize it as being a well-written, well-executed song. It is just not up my alley in any way, shape, or form. So I've never really paid a whole lot of attention to it. But nonetheless, I have heard it. Okay, so I want to be straight with you guys. Now, I've never heard Bruce Sting. Wow. I'm definitely out of it today.
I'm 100% stupid.
I've never heard Bruce Springsteen play it before. So this ought to be interesting. So, and just to let you all know, that's what I'm going to be basing my reaction off of. Not the song itself, but what Bruce Springsteen has done with it. And I'm assuming this is a live performance, so we'll see how his live performance is too. Okay, so this was posted by Hition Crazy, and the video has 655,312 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Bruce Springsteen, Purple Rain, Pro Shot. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Never meant to cause you any sorrow. Never meant to cause you any pain. I only wanted to see you laughing. Only wanted to see you laughing in my purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain.
Is it me, or does it sound like this song was written for and meant for Bruce Springsteen to sing? I don't remember a whole lot of how the original went. I mean, hearing this, I'm having some flashes, just little streaks here and there, recollecting the original. But listening to how Bruce is singing this, listening to how the band is performing this, it's eerie. And I'm not talking about the song. I'm talking about it's eerie, just how amazing this song sounds being performed by them. Like the song was meant to be performed by them. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is amazing. Let's keep going.
You wanna be some kind of
Back up a little.
your weekend lover. Only wanna be some kind of friend. Baby, I can never steal you from another. Such a shame our friendship had to end. Purple rain, purple rain.
Got some harmonies now.
Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see you underneath the purple rain. Honey, I know times are changing. It's time we all reached out for something new. That means you too. You say you want a leader, but you can't make up your mind. I think you better close it and let me guide you, darling, to the purple rain.
I'm digging his style on this song. I am. The more I'm listening, the more I'm getting. I still don't ask me to say how the original went. I don't have the whole puzzle together. I got a couple pieces here and a couple pieces there of how the original sounded, and I'm starting to be able to compare them a little bit. And look. No disrespect to Prince whatsoever. I'm sure he wrote. I know he wrote the song. Okay, I know that, and I know he performed the song, and I know it was one of his big hits, and he performed it well, and I'm sure he did. But from what I remember of the original song, this sounds better. This sounds better. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but. Like I said, it sounds to me like this song was meant for Bruce Springsteen. It sounds amazing. It really does. It sounds phenomenal. Let's keep going.
Your mind. I think you better close it and let me guide you, darling, to the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain.
Sax solo. I hope they let the sax player go.
I only wanna see you underneath the purple.
Guitar solo instead. Using that What a guitar solo. Did you see the bend? He was bending that E string all the way up till it was touching that D. Holy hell. Good Lord. How did those strings not break? Oof. That's my biggest fear when it comes to bending strings. I mean, every time I bend my strings, if I go past like the string that it's next to, I start to get a little worried because I don't want the string to pop. Now, granted, guitar strings are a lot cheaper than bass strings, but still, I mean, every time you pop a guitar string, I mean, typical guitar pack costs like what, $12? I mean, still $12 out the window. Because when you pop a string, you don't just change the one string. You have to change them all. Because if one string pops, odds are the rest of them are not far behind. So you might as well just change them all. Same thing with bass strings, but bass strings are, whew, I'm so glad I get my strings for free. By the way, thanks Diodario, my sponsors. I got an endorsement deal with Diodario Strings. So thanks Diodario for the bass strings. Great strings, amazing strings. I love Diodario strings. I actually do. I could have gone with anybody. I could have gone with Ernie Ball. I could have gone with GHS. I could have gone with Dean Markley's. I love Diodario strings. But my strings, they retail for $60 a pack. So yeah, not cheap to change. So every time I bend a string, man, I get a little nervous. I'm like, here goes $60. But luckily, like I said, I get mine for free. But I mean, I'm watching him bend those strings, just bend and bend and bend and bend. And I'm like, oh my God, don't pop. Please don't pop. But on top of it, a great solo to boot. I mean, using that thumb pick. You don't see too many guitar players. Not too many electric. Let me rephrase that. You don't see too many electric guitar players in the rock world playing with a thumb pick. That's pretty cool, man. It's really cool. It's cool to see. It's cool to see that art has not been lost. And that's pretty special, actually. And on top of that, he was ripping on that solo, man. That sounded really good. Really good. Very emotional solo. Right up there with Comfortably Numb solo. Not as long, obviously. But, I mean, it's, as far as, like, tugging at your heartstrings, it's right up there. For sure. Let's keep going here. Nice job. Really nice job. Let me get my thoughts together, and I'll see you in the review. We'll talk about this. Well, there you go, folks. That was Bruce Springsteen with a live rendition of the Prince song, Purple Rain. This was a request from JFK, and this was actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of February for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, JFK. Hope you enjoyed the show, man. Let's see. On a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, well, actually, hold on. before I give my score, I just need to reiterate. Okay, have I heard the song before? I've heard it before, but I honestly didn't remember a whole lot of it. During the course of the performance, I did have a couple of things kind of flash through my head, like, oh yeah, I remember that part, and oh yeah, I remember that part, but I do not remember the whole song. So, nonetheless, I am still going to treat this as a cover. I know it's not an original song, so I cannot react to the original song in any way, shape, or form because, like I said, I have heard it before. I don't remember a whole lot of it, but I've still heard it before nonetheless. So, I will be basing my score on the performance, the interpretation, and the execution of the song. So, please keep that in mind. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that an 8.3. Yep, 8.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, like I said, I while listening to this, I did have some flashes. I did have a couple of streaks that went through my head and was like, oh yeah, I remember that part, or that part sounds familiar, or this part is coming up and I think it's this. Okay, it is this. Okay, good. You know, I was able to have little pieces come in, but not the whole song. I would have to go and listen to the original song again, honestly, to really kind of be able to compare this to the original. But I did get enough that I got a glimpse of what the original song sounded like. Enough to really kind of get an idea. Not a full comparison, but at least I was able to get an idea. From what I could tell, it sounds like Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, they really nailed the song. It sounds like they did. But here's the thing. Every once in a while, you will hear a band play a cover, and it sounds like that song was meant for that band. I'll give you an example. 9 Inch Nails did a song called Hurt, right? And everybody loves the song, okay? Along comes Johnny Cash, who takes the song, makes it his own, and for the most part, I'm not saying everybody, but for the most part, everybody likes the Johnny Cash version better. Even Trent Reznor, from what I was reading in the comments, even Trent Reznor went on record and said, that's Johnny Cash's song now. That's his song. The guy who wrote the song is even saying, that's his song. It's not mine anymore. It's his song now. This is a very similar situation. No disrespect meant toward Prince at all, in any way, shape, or form. Look, he wrote the song, okay? The song is definitely his, without question. But it sounds like this song was written for Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, because, man, they made that song sound fantastic. They really did, man. They did an outstanding job performing this song. That was a lot of fun to listen to. It really was. I mean, the way that they had the instrumentation set up for the song, the staggered entrances, the vocals, I was not expecting harmonies. That was a nice touch. It was a really nice touch. I'm glad they did it. My only gripe, it's not even really a gripe. I made this comment coming up, and I was like, I felt like there was going to be a solo of some kind. And knowing Prince, it was going to be a guitar solo. And I remember thinking to myself, wouldn't it be great if we had a sax solo in this place? I think a sax solo would have sounded amazing on this song. We ended up getting a guitar solo. And the thing is, I don't regret it, because the guitar player that played the guitar solo, whew, that was a fantastic guitar solo. It really was, man. First of all, using a thumb pick, that is a lost art, man. There are not many guitar players who play with a thumb pick, especially in the world of rock. So kudos to him for keeping that art alive. Secondly, the string bending. Dear Lord, I talked about it before. I'm not going to talk about it again at length. I'm just going to say that was some impressive string bending. Bending that high E string, the top E string, all the way down to that D string. I was like, how did he not pop that string? And on top of it, he played a very tasteful solo. Not overly done, but with enough flair and enough technique to really kind of put everybody back. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, he's ripping that solo out. And it just sounded really good from top to bottom. Made that guitar sing. And I would definitely put that up there with like Gilmore's solo from Comfortably Numb. Not as far as length goes, but from a tugging at your heartstrings type of feel, absolutely. I mean, you also got to keep it in context of, the loss of Prince at the same time. So I think there's always that additional factor to put into it as well. Now, overall, this was a fantastic performance. I dug this. I absolutely dug this. And the funny thing is, like I said, I don't remember the song in its entirety, but I do remember thinking to myself that this is really not up my alley. This is really not my cup of tea. This is really not a song that I would ever go searching for. And that still holds true here. This is not a song I would ever go searching for. I would never put this on a playlist or anything like that. But I will say this. If I ever heard this again, if I ever heard Bruce Springsteen play this song ever again, I would not complain. I would not sit there and look at the clock. I would not sit there and wonder, when is this going to be over? I would sit back and I would enjoy this because this was a ride. It was. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but enjoyable nonetheless. And that is why it's getting the 8.3. So, 8.3, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully, I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show, and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.